Movers, I'm Sade Meeks and I'm outside of the InnerG Juice and Yoga studio. And I'm excited because this space hasn't really opened yet, but we get to get a sneak peek and talk to the owner, Naila, all about juicing and yoga. And it's gonna be a fun day, so let's get moving.
Hi, I'm Naila Burnett, founder and CEO of InnerG Juice and Yoga, which is a mashup of juice and yoga, serving wellness one bottle and one stretch at a time to the North Nashville community.
Hi, Naila. Thanks for having us at your studio.
Hello. So glad that I'm here. Thank you for coming.
No problem. I'm glad. I feel like we get a sneak peek. So we're kind of special, right? We get to see what it is before, and then hopefully we get to come back afterwards. But this is your studio, so can you tell us a little bit about the vision and walk us through it?
Absolutely, absolutely. So this is a first of its kind mashup of a juice bar and a yoga studio. We're a cold pressed juice bar. We offer delivery and subscription-based delivery. And then we're bringing a yoga studio here to North Nashville in a way that the community has been lacking for a very, very long time. Both of these will be in this same building, so we've got space for both physical and virtual yoga, and then we've got space for people to come in and enjoy a bottle of juice or take theirs to go towards the back. The hope and the vision for this space is that people find their wellness here.
This is going to be the main area for the yoga, right?
Yep. We're going to take advantage of all this natural light right here. And then as the day goes, like there's natural light that comes over the building, so there'll be some that comes through this windows too. There's so many different ways to approach yoga. There's different styles of yoga. There's different language techniques that are used in teaching yoga. And so we want people to feel welcome in that space. Some of the decor will be literally like, this is what the Sanskrit word is for downward facing dog, and this is what the Kemetic word is for sun salutation. You know, for us, it's about activating your vibe, and we want you to feel a good vibe when you come in the room. So it'll be vibrant, and it'll be a combination of some wall art too.
And your name itself is a vibe, like InnerG Juice and Yoga is a vibe in itself. So I'm excited. I can see the vision. I can see it. Do you mind taking us to the back?
Sure. Yeah. So like I said, all this right here is yoga space. This is like the defining line between the yoga studio and the juice bar. So when you come back here, I know you see it, I see it too. All this will be common area until you get to about right here. Here's where all the juice magic will happen. We'll have some vending machines here. We'll have tables for people to sit and enjoy their juice while they're waiting on their yoga session. You can come in through the back as well. Here, through this door. On the other side of this, there's Slim and Huskies, the first location over here. There's Willie B's right there. There's Minerva right there. Southern V is right down the street, so this area is already really highly trafficked. And we're just looking to pull in people as they're already over in the area enjoying themselves.
So I just want to mention the vending machines back there. I know that was a very exciting part for me to see, and I know it's going to create more accessibility. So can you just tell me more about your reason for trying to just make juicing more accessible to the community?
You can get a bottle of apple juice from any convenience store for a couple of dollars. People see a 16-ounce bottle of juice that's $8, and they're like, why would I pay that much for a juice if I can just go down the street? There's an education piece within that accessibility as well. And it's important to me that we're able to take better care of ourselves overall, but we have to have advocates that are going to teach us that. You know, and that's to me what part of what being here in this space is it's not just come buy my juice. It's like, let's talk about nutrition. Let's talk about wellness. Let's talk about how to get what you need in your body to live an optimal life.
My main goal too is to increase accessibility in some form or education. So that's really awesome. I know you didn't get to this point overnight, so can you just, tell us about your journey? Like, how did you get here?
Yeah, this has been 9 years for me in the making. So I'm not a native. I'm from Denver, Colorado. I came here by way of Atlanta. When I was in Atlanta, like one of the things I loved about being there is like there's so much you can get into, right? You can get into holistic wellness. You can be a vegan. You can be a massage therapist, and it's normal. I moved here, 2011 Nashville, and there wasn't juice bar, there wasn't urban juicer, there weren't half the yoga studios that there are now. And not only that, but there weren't a lot of places where I felt welcomed, right? It's still the case today. There's times when I walk in a yoga studio and the class that I'm in, I'm the only person of color in that class. And it's a challenge to create, a routine of self-care when I'm constantly checking myself or I'm constantly seeking out a place to go. And so that set off for me, 9 years ago, set off for me the mission to say, well, if I don't see it, then I'll create it, I've got a business degree, I can figure it out. But I've been at it, and not only for like my personal wellness, but for the sake of, if I can find it for myself, if I was seeking it, then there's other people out there that are too. So let's create a space where people can get that. Let's create a space where they feel represented, where they feel welcomed, where they feel access is granted to their own wellness vibes. And then it can grow and it can expand beyond this space, because now the community is a wellness community and not just a physical location.
I've experienced that in the field of dietetics. And just trying to find ways to create spaces for more people of color and more people to be seen. Can you just tell us about the plans to promote diversity within your space?
For me, it's important that people feel like they can open the door and access yoga no matter who's teaching the class. I myself am certified in 2 different forms, power yoga and then comedic yoga. We access different classes in different ways and for different reasons and for different people. So to that point, here in this space, there will be teachers of Ayurvedic yoga, Ayurvedic science. There will be power flow teachers, absolutely. Maybe hot yoga, we'll see. Vinyasa, traditional, both restorative and power vinyasa. Also, I'm looking at an Ashtanga yoga instructor. I've got a trap yoga instructor. Fundamentally for us, yoga is for everybody, and we mean that in both the ways, every physical body and for everybody. There's a lot of perception out there, right? Yoga, you have to already be really flexible, or you have to be in the practice for 10 years, or if you're not able to do a headstand, you're not truly a yogi, and that's far from the truth. If you have a body, move it, right? Yoga is just teaching you how to get the most out of your movement, and teaching you how to physically take that application into your real life. I carry with me, the peace that I get in my yoga practice. I carry with me the ability to de-stress in the midst of what's going on in my day. That's why we need yoga. This community is gonna be able to see that in action from people like them, and that's why we're here.
That's part of the education piece you mentioned earlier. There's so much to learn about yoga because people think it's just moving, but we move, yeah, it's good to move, but it's so much more, and that's so awesome that you can be that resource to also educate. So I'm so glad you're here, and I can't wait for it all to come together.
Thank you, thank you.
Movers, I hope you enjoyed that conversation we had with Naila. It was so informative. I know I learned a lot about yoga and juice and how yoga is important for moving and just overall well-being, and how juice is important for our nutrition. So if you enjoyed this conversation, keep up with us by subscribing down below, and we will see you next time.